Hey, my Liptons. So I know I told y'all I was gonna do a review, to poll this thing, to like put it in order for, just my favorite Disney princess live action movies. Like, I know I said I was gonna do it after the Little Mermaid movie review. So I wanted to do it today. Now, obviously, as you guys look at these pictures, there is going to be a Snow White live action. So I'm still on the fence about whether I want to see it or not. I will have to see the trailers. I will have to see how good the actress is as a singer, and then I'll probably consider going watching it. But as far as like, Halle Bailey, the actress that played Mulan, Naomi Scott, Emma Watson, homegirl right here, Ellie Fanning, they played the top girls in the Disney live action. So I'm going to be talking about them. And I'm going to rate them, from least to worst. From least to best. Yeah. Worst to the best. Yeah. I guess that's how you say it. So I actually want to start. I want to start now, because I want to go into detail about the worst movie of all time. Okay. Well, okay. So I have to start with the worst Disney live action of like my time. Like, Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast is the worst Disney live action movie of all time. And you girls can be mad about it. I said it. Yes, I said it. This is the worst movie of all time. Disney live action movie. Okay? And I say that because, and a lot of people might think that, Little Mermaid is like the way I've been talking about it on my channel. You would think that, the Little Mermaid, the animation, when the cartoon came out years ago, you would think that that's my favorite. But actually, no. Beauty and the Beast is my favorite Disney princess. Like, literally, like, I watched it ad nauseum as a kid. Like, I just love the Belle. Like, I love the Beast. Like, I love their dynamic. I love Tale as Old as Time. Like, I literally have, like, the Tony live version of, like, the Tale as Old as Time on my playlist. It's like, I love this movie. I love the story behind it. And to me, Beauty and the Beast is the best. If we're gonna talk about it, let's talk about it. Like, compared to this, and obviously, Mulan is not really Disney princess, but it's still in that category. We have our debates about that, but like this and like Mulan, these two Disney princess stories have the best story. Like, as far as like storylines and following through the story, they have the best storylines. But for me, I felt like Beauty and the Beast was real personal to me. It was real personal to me. And it's the fact that the entire cast looks a mess. Every one of them. I said it ad nauseum. You guys can go to my Twitter. And somebody said it on Twitter too. They need to do Beauty and the Beast over again. They need to do this over again. This movie was atrocious. Emma Watson cannot sing. Like, that's the thing too. It's like, I get it. Like, y'all don't want to hire singers, but like, y'all want to hire. I have no issue. If you're an actress and you're not really that much of a great singer, I'm okay with that. But it's just like, at least go do some vocal. Like, either go get some vocal lessons or something. Go to a vocal coach to open up those vocal cords so you can sing. Because a part of your role is to fucking sing. So why not go train to sing? And then on top of that, it's like, so you can, or have someone singing in the background and let the actress be lip syncing. I don't know. But all I know is that Emma Watson cannot sing. Okay? She cannot sing. She was I'm sorry. She was bland. She was so bland. And I like Emma Watson. Like, I like her. I thought that she was, she's good as Hermione in Harry Potter. But like, for this role, they only gave it to her because of who she, like, her name, as far as like Emma Watson. That's the only reason why they gave her this role. Other than that, she looks nothing like Belle. Like, literally looks nothing like her. She can't sing like her. I also felt like, bro, oh my God, I can't, I'm gonna, this is gonna take up most of the video. I believe this rant is gonna take up most of the video. The costume designs are so cheap in this thing. Like, Belle's iconic, like, yellow dress, I felt like it looked like Payless. It looked like, you know, a Party City dress that you can get. Compared to, like, the dress that, what's her name from the Cinderella live action world, compared to that, to Emma Watson's dress, it was almost like a downside, you know, it was a downgrade. The costume design looks crazy. Everyone, I mean, Emma Watson, yo, and I'm gonna get on Prince Adam in a second, but Emma Watson should not have been chosen for this role. Who I felt personally, for me, who I felt like that should have been chosen. I'm gonna get to Prince Adam. Who I felt should have been chosen for this role. I have two people. Adelaide Kane. If y'all guys don't know Adelaide Kane, y'all guys should go watch Reign. I think it should be on Netflix. It's called Reign. It's called REIGN. She played Queen Mary, Queen of Scots. She's an amazing actress. Like, she's beautiful. Like, just gorgeous, gorgeous woman. Like, can act her ass off. Like, emotions, everything. I thought that either she could have played Belle or Lily Collins. Lily Collins should have played Belle. Because to me, like, to me, personally, they're the closest I can think of to play Belle. And I feel like Disney really, really dropped the ball when it comes to Emma Watson doing this thing. And also, the singing was atrocious. The songs were bad. And the way that they were trying, you can go back and listen to it. They were putting auto-tune, and they were trying to mix it up with Emma Watson's voice because they knew that she couldn't sing. So they were trying to, you know how they do it now with the machinery and that sort of thing, but it still sounded so bad. It sounded so bad. Honestly, the least they could have done was either hire those two actresses that I wanted, or hire a Broadway actress to play the role of Belle, because at least Broadway girls can sing, you know. And I also want to get on Prince Adam real quick. Y'all guys look at Prince Adam. Oh my God, I had such a big crush on Prince Adam as a child. When he was transitioning from a beast, and then when those stars or whatever was hitting him, and then he finally transitioned, and when he turned back and looked at us through that screen, those ocean eyes, okay? Those are ocean eyes in my Billie Eilish tone, okay? Shout out to Billie Eilish. Oh my God, I have such a huge crush on Prince Adam. Like, I was just like, oh my God, Belle. Whew, girl, you're lucky. So look at this Prince Adam, right? And then look at this. Y'all gonna tell me these two resemble each other? Okay. Y'all gonna tell me? At this point, I feel like they Party City does to death with this Beauty and the Beast live action. I hated the guy that played Gaston. I also felt like it wasn't, like, I don't know. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I mean, I feel like they did do their thing with the CGI when it comes to the Beast. I guess I could give them that credit. But I'm sorry, it's no shade. Emma Watson and this guy that played the Beast, Prince Adam, like, none of them look attractive. None of them look attractive in this movie. I just have to keep, I have to be honest. I have to be honest. Like, none of them did. And it's like, y'all need to do this shit over. First of all, the soundtrack sounds a mess. And I know, what's his face? Ariana Grande and John Legend tried to, you know, come there and give us a little bit of something. I don't know. I like Ariana, and I love Ariana Grande, and I like John Legend. I think that both of them can sing, but it's like, when I was listening to their soundtrack, I was just like, man, this is not beating Celine Dion's version of the Tale as Old as Time. Like, I don't know. It's something about it. Like, it felt like Celine Dion's is, and I forgot the other guy's name that sang with Celine Dion. I think Pito. pedo something. I just felt like, you know, theirs had a little bit more soul compared to the Ariana Grande and John Legend Tell Us All This Time. You know what I mean? So I just felt like, I don't know. If Disney were to come out and say, listen, we're doing a redo, don't get me wrong, it's going to be shady. Emma Watson and the other actors in the movie that played their roles in this movie are gonna feel offended. But listen, it's no shade. The performances was not giving, and the costume design wasn't feeling it. The singing was atrocious, and y'all need to redeem yourselves. And that means also getting another cast. It is what it is. So, yeah, this is the worst one. And I hate to say it because, like, Beauty and the Beast is my favorite Disney princess. Like, literally, out of everybody, my favorite. But the live action was so bad. So bad, so bad, so bad. Like, I can't say it enough. And I hate what y'all did to my Prince Adam. Like, Prince Adam was my baby. Like, that's my crush. And y'all had him play him. It's so bad. But yeah, y'all need to go watch Rain. I love Rain. I thought that Rain was such a great show, and I think Adelaide Kane deserves she deserves to be way more mainstream than she is. I'm sorry, Lily Collins. So I thought that she would have been a great thing. The second worst movie of all time, Disney live action movie of all time is Aladdin. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you how much I didn't care for this movie to start with. When I first heard that Aladdin, they were making an Aladdin live action, I was like, okay, because, you know, I love Aladdin. I was like, yes, you know, I like, Never Had a Friend, A Whole New World, Friend Like Me. Like, they got bops in this song. And then they announced the casting. And I was just like, first of all, let me just start here. First of all, I'm sorry. I didn't want Will Smith to play Genie. I'm sorry. Like, he does not embody like, to me, when I think of Genie and think of the way that Robin Williams portrayed him, personally, for me, I wanted Jim Carrey to play Genie. I think that Will Smith's Genie, when I first heard that he was the Genie, I was just like, like, cause then again, Will Smith's not my favorite actor. Like, he's not like on my top list of actors. So it's just like, y'all could have picked someone else for this role. When it came to Jasmine, it's no shade. And I like Naomi Scott, but I didn't like the fact that they picked her as Jasmine. I felt like first of all, Jasmine is a whole, and listen, we're talking about cultural here. We're talking about actual race, and when it comes to Aladdin. Okay, because isn't this film based on, like, the Middle East or something? Like, or like, yeah, like somewhere in the Middle East. Like, literally is in the freaking title song, Arabian Nights. So, y'all couldn't got an Arabic, actress to come and play Jasmine. Like, literally, Naomi Scott is half Indian and half white, half Caucasian. And last time I checked, India is not in the Middle East. It's in Asia. So, I'm just trying to figure out how y'all chose Naomi Scott to play this role. And then, Mina Masood, listen, I know y'all gonna say, like, I already don't like Mina Masood as it is, so I'm already gonna feel some type of way about him. But when they chose him as Aladdin, I was just like, oh, I mean, he's okay. He looks okay. He's alright. And then when they chose Jafar, at first I was like, okay, like, don't get me wrong, the guy that played Jafar, the guy that they chose to play Jafar, I was like, okay, he's kind of hot. He got a little something to him. So I was like, the casting is kind of trash. But let me see how the first trailer comes out. The first trailer was okay. And then the second trailer come out, and I was like, okay. It just, I wasn't moved when I saw the trailer. So I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna pirate the fuck out of this movie. Like, I'm not gonna go watch. I'm not gonna go waste my hard-earned money to go to watch this freaking movie that I already don't like the fucking cast. I'm gonna pirate this movie and watch it in class or something, or watch it in my dorm room, because like I just to see what it's giving. So I was able to pirate, and I can't believe I'm saying this publicly. I was able to pirate the movie at the time when it came out, and I was watching it in class. I was all the way in the back too. I was watching it in class. I was watching this shit. I was like, first of all, I'm sorry, and this is why I didn't want Will Smith. First of all, I hate this. It's not. I don't think it's just Will Smith. Like, I think it's the people that compose the songs and everything like that. I hate when y'all. Don't get me wrong. Yes, put your own little spin to it. A spin to a song. Don't make it like directly like copy and paste like it is in the animation. But don't bastardize it either. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, I did not like the beatboxing thing that Will Smith was doing in freaking what was it? Prince Ali. You know, and I like Prince Ali. That's my song. Like with the beatboxing stuff, and then the freaking I mean, I think I did like his version of Arabian Nights. I think that's the only one that I was able to like really, really digest. But like everything else, it was kind of like I wasn't too interested. And then plus, Naomi Scott, listen, I'm sorry, she didn't sell it for me as like, well, but then again, Minnie Masood didn't sell it for me as Aladdin either. Like it didn't serve me anything. And this is the worst part of the movie as it is. The guy that played Jafar looked like a whole Power Ranger in this movie. The costume design in this movie gave me, like, literally you can turn on, you know, back in the day, Disney Junior or Nickelodeon, whatever it's called, put that on, you won't see a difference between Jafar and what was on Disney Junior, because this man looked like a whole Power Ranger. He looked like a Power Ranger villain that was about to pop off on me. Okay? And then on top of that, there's little nuances like this that really people don't notice. Aladdin is a whole street rat. He was poor. You know what I mean? When Aladdin was running around town and doing all that and, like, you know, escaping the guards and things like that, this man was like clean the whole time. Like his clothes weren't even dirty. Like there was it didn't even look like it was ripped or anything like that. Like he looked clean. You know, even in like if you look back on the Aladdin animation, like you can tell, like, you know, he's been jumping, running, doing all this stuff in the dirt. Like, you know, he looked like he's been running for some time. This one is like you would think that he went through a car wash and came out looking new as ever. And I also didn't like Mina Masood singing. You know, and on top of that, they added that extra song to this freaking song, and I'm like, listen. You know, and I didn't like it when they did it with Little Mermaid. Like, please, like, I feel like, and this just goes for Disney, it doesn't have to do with the actors or actresses. Y'all need to stop with the extra fucking songs. Like, it's so annoying. First of all, the movie is these movies shouldn't be going that long as it is. Cut these songs. First of all, the song was super unnecessary. We don't even remember it. That's the thing, too. We do not remember the song from this movie. You know? We remember the ones that we're supposed to remember. Friend Like Me, Prince Ali, Arabian Nights, A Whole New World. Boom, boom, boom. Why you guys gotta add an extra song on there as if we're about to memorize this shit? It was so annoying. It was so annoying. I wasn't impressed with the cast. The acting was whatever. And on top of that, y'all didn't even. First of all, y'all remember in Aladdin, in the animation, when Jafar was like, oh, Prince Abubu. Remember that? Prince Abubu. You know, Didn't even add that. They didn't add that to the live action. I was just like, ugh. Y'all are so annoying. Like, stop ruining shit. Either way, this is the second worst one. The second worst Disney live action movie. It's no shade. I like Naomi Scott. I think she's, you know, great, but, you know, I didn't like her for this role. I didn't think that she fit the spirit of Jasmine. Neither did Will Smith fit the spirit of Genie, nor did Mina Masood fit the spirit of Aladdin, Prince Ali, Prince Abubu. Okay? So, y'all could have kept this movie expeditiously. Um, okay, I'm gonna put this on the neutral part of it, because I feel like, Cinderella was cute. It was cute. I think that, she really embodied her. I like the colors. I think that, it was a good look for her. It was a good look for her. I liked it. I believe this is I would say, because I know we had Jungle Book and we had Alice in Wonderland. And I think that Cinderella came like around the third one. That's when they really started doing like the Disney live action stuff, like especially with the Alice in Wonderland and everything. But yeah, I think that Cinderella was nice. I thought that it was good. So I'm gonna keep it on the neutral side. I'm gonna keep it at number 3. Keep it in the middle. Keep it in the middle. Okay, I want to go to this one. And I know, Mulan is not technically a Disney princess, but she technically is. We put her in that category. I don't know why we do it, but we do it. So here's the thing. Okay. At first, when they told me, when they said it, when Disney announced they were doing Mulan, listen, I love Mulan. I love Mulan. There were some great songs in that animation. They're saying that, they're making a live action, but the thing is, it's going to be mostly based on the folklore. I think it was going to be based on the folklore and not on the animation part of it mostly. And here's the thing. I had no issues with that. But a lot of people had issues with it when Disney said that, because they were like, oh no, we want Mushu, we want this, we want that. And I'm like, yeah, I do know, like, I don't want to be too, because I don't have all the information when it comes to that. But like, this Mulan story has been in Chinese culture for even before we even came to Disney's, like, area, like even before they even became aware of it. So I don't understand why y'all getting so upset about a Chinese folklore that is within Chinese culture. And if they wanted to be told in a way where it's more, like, I guess you could say more appropriate or more like serious than what we put in our animation, then let it be. I don't understand why people was just so, people were so angry about it. Like the whole Mushu thing, like in the comedy relief. Don't get me wrong, I like the Mushu in the animation, but guess what? I can also live without him. Because I felt like, yeah, he added a comedy, but he didn't add, like, it wasn't like, Mulan was the one that kept me together, that got me all the way together. So I didn't have an issue with that. And a lot of people were mad in the comments, super mad. So when the trailers was released and everything, I was excited, y'all. I thought that the trailers looked great. I thought it looked so good. They had the little reflection instrumental in the background. Listen, and I know they say they weren't going to put any songs in it or anything like that, because they wanted to be based on the folklore and everything like that. So I was like, I don't know, but girl, like they were having me going. And then, unfortunately, the pandemic hit. Well, no, was it the pandemic? It was during the time of the pandemic. Yeah, it was during the time of the pandemic. And everything was cut short and everything. Lord have mercy. I'm so sorry, y'all. My friend has just texted me. It was, that was that. And then on top of that, we do got to talk about it, unfortunately. The actress of the movie, the main actress, the girl that played Mulan, apparently she said some controversial things or something, because at the time, especially what was going on, I think in China and Hong Kong and that sort of thing, like, there was some things going on over there, and apparently, the actress was supporting the Chinese government, and people felt some type of way. And then on top of that, Disney's dumbasses, I heard that Disney went to go and film, the movie Mulan in the area where they're keeping, in China, where they're keeping, Uyghur Muslims in concentration camps in China. So apparently Disney went to go film on that location. And I was like, okay, nah, sis, I'm sorry. I can't go support this movie if that was the case. Like, yeah. And that's just the thing. It's just like self-awareness is so important You know what I mean? Because it's just like, why would y'all go film this movie, film any movie on a concentration camp? Why? It's like, would y'all do that for, like, you know, because I know they have, you know, a Jewish, you know, who knows, like, you know, obviously the museums and that sort of thing. It's like, why would y'all like, it's just, it's so weird. And it's just like, I just think that when it comes to things like that, we just need to be cautious. We need to be aware, and we need to have some, like, we need to have empathy and, like, think about things before doing them. Like, it was so stupid to me. And you know, that's the part that angered me. Not so much the part of, like, the whole, like, oh my God, they don't got Mushu and all that stuff. I feel like that was stupid. But, like, when actors were supporting the, you know, the Chinese government, you know, her politics when it comes to that, and then on top of that, with them filming at the concentration camps, I was like, yeah, Disney, I'm sorry, y'all not about to, y'all not about to have me going to theaters. But then again, on top of that, the pandemic prevented us from doing it, so we couldn't go anyway. But I did ended up watching it, I think, a year after the movie came out. And I will say this, because I know a lot of people didn't like it. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. I did. I will give it that. I enjoyed it. I thought that the actress was good. I think that she captured the spirit of Mulan. They did change a few things here and there, but, like, of course they had to. I love the fight scenes. I love that little hawk woman shape-shifting witch thing that they had in there. I liked her too. I enjoyed this movie. I just think that with all the hoopla that happened, and then with the mess, and then on top of that, you gotta think about the pandemic too. It ruined, unfortunately, it ruined the box office numbers. That's number one. And it ruined the perception of the movie. But I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Even though I was kind of like, you know, but I still had to watch it for, you know, just to see how it is. And here's another thing too. I enjoyed the soundtrack. Christina Aguilera did a soundtrack song to this movie. I think it's called Loyal, Brave, and True. Beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. You guys should go listen to that. Christina Aguilera ate in her vocals on that song. And you know, it's Christina Aguilera. She's very extra with her singing. She's like, she's a lot. But in this song, the Loyal, Brave, and True song for the Mulan soundtrack, she sounded great. And I love the song. So I think that this movie is a good one. I do. I think that it's a good one. I think that, unfortunately, with everything that happened, it flopped. And it had to go on the Disney Plus streaming platform. But overall, I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. I did. I liked it. And I think that, we'll see. I mean, we'll see where people feel about this movie in maybe 5-10 years from now. But as of right now, for me personally, I like the movie. So I'm going to put it at number 2. So we're going to go to my first choice. And y'all going to think, y'all going to think I'm biased. But listen, can we be honest here? Can we be honest? And y'all go, you know, people, you know how it is with the, you know, with what's going on. But let's be very clear. With all the hate that this movie is getting, and domestically and internationally, this movie still sold, I think now it's sold 350 million worldwide, if I'm not mistaken. You know, for the hate train that this movie is getting, it is succeeding. It's succeeding more than what we thought it would. I would say that, because it definitely surpassed the money that went into it. Because I think that the money that went into this movie was like 200 million or some change. I gotta look back at that. But the fact that this movie made 350 million in what, in a week, 2 weeks since it's been out, We just gotta continue to wait how much he makes after this. Shout out to Halle Bailey. Shout out to, you know, the crew, Jonah. Like, they delivered. I'm sorry. I love this movie. I love this movie. I think, first of all, Halle Bailey is such a perfectionist. She's such a vocalist. She's such an actress. Jonah, I love Jonah. I think that he embodies Prince Eric. You know, and I said it before in my Little Mermaid review. Halle Bailey and Jonah Hunter King carried Little Mermaid. They did. They did. They absolutely did. It wasn't Melissa McCartney. It wasn't, I mean, in some ways, no, it wasn't Sebastian. It wasn't, you know, Flounder. It was Ariel and Eric. Okay? Because let's be very clear, in the animation, it was Ursula, really. Ursula and, you know, and Ariel. But like this, it was the prince and princess in this movie. And I feel like Halle did her homework. She did her homework. The visuals looked amazing. Okay? Don't get me wrong. I do think we could have did without Scuttlebutt. Okay? I have to be honest. We could have did without Scuttlebutt. We could have did without you know, Scuttle and Flounder and freaking Kiss to Go. Y'all still got me upset with that. I think that they should have been out of the background. They should have never been added to the background vocals of that. That was too much of a cute song for y'all guys to be doing that to us. You know? But if we're talking about, like, part of your world, if we're talking about Vanessa Strick, when Halle Bailey, when we're talking about Uncharted Waters, honestly, at first, I was like, you know what, maybe Uncharted Waters should have been cut out from this movie, because I feel like the movie, it was a bit too long. So I felt like maybe 2 songs could have been cut out. But now, after watching it again, let's just leave Uncharted. I like Uncharted Waters. I think that Jonah put his spirit into that song, okay? And then you had Halle Bailey backing him up like that with the melodies and harmonies. Come on, y'all. Come on, let's be serious. So now I feel like, you know what? Let's keep Uncharted Waters in, because I like the song. I like the song. I enjoyed it. But Scuttlebutt should have been cut out. Y'all should have cut out Scuttlebutt, and y'all should have redid Kiss the Girl, you know, and somewhat redid Under the Sea too. It's no shade. I mean, I like the visuals for Under the Sea. I like everything, like the hoopla and stuff, but like, you know, how it is. But more specifically, Kiss the Girl. But I like, For the First Time too. I thought that Halle sounded like a Broadway actress and everything. I thought she sounded really good. I enjoyed Halle Bailey's performance. I thought Little Mermaid is a great movie, a great Disney live action movie. It's top 3. It's number 1. Okay, it's number 1, and I think that's gonna make no more numbers. So it's going to make more numbers. It's going to be out here. I think it's number 1 in the box office. And I think number 2 is Spider-Man. What's it called? Spider-Man. No, wait. Where it's called? Verse of something. I'm sorry, y'all. With the Miles Morales guy. So, you know, we'll see where it goes. But right now, you know, it's making its coin. Even with the hate train. Halle Bailey, you know, Little Mermaid is making its coin. You know, I think it's a great movie. I think it's a great movie, and I think that is number 1 on my list right now. So, those are the reviews. So, the next Disney live-action movie to come out is the Snow White one with Miss Girly right here. Sorry, let me just take out, oh yeah, I can't take out the out. So, we'll see where it goes, how that goes, and how I feel about it. If I see the trailer, because it always depends on the trailers with me, you know. If it's good, I'll watch it. If it's not, I'll bootleg it. Because I always end up watching the Disney, because it's Disney, so it's like I grew up with Disney, so I always end up watching it, but it's just like on my own time and that sort of thing. But I don't know. But I will say this though. I wanted to say this before I leave. There is the Snow White movie coming out, the Disney live action movie, and there's I wish I had the Hercules picture here, but I don't. But they're making a Hercules live action movie too, with the Russo brothers, which I'm so excited for. And I'm happy that they picked the Russo brothers to do this movie. But here's the thing. And I know Hercules is not a Disney princess, but, you know, it's still Disney. And I love Hercules. I love first of all, the music in Hercules, y'all need to go back and listen to that. The muses were, I'm sorry, the muses were the backbone of that movie. Like, they were just like a great vocal performance. I don't think that any of the Disney princess movies have the vocal performances like the muses had in Hercules. Like, it's just, it was amazing. But I want to say this, though. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to do with Hercules, Meg, Hades. I mean, here's the thing. I will say this, because they're not my concern. The muses are my concern when it comes to the casting of the muses. But for my, like, own, like, little, you know, fan casting thing, whatever. Who I personally want to play, like, for instance, like, Zeus or Hades, I would say for Zeus, I will go with, I don't know, like, Henry Cavill or, like, Chris Hemsworth kind of thing with Zeus. Hades, I will go with, like, Tom Hiddleston. He kind of gives me, like, Tom Hiddleston kind of gives me Hades vibes. And then for Hercules, that's the thing. So I'm still trying to fan cast Hercules. It's like, I know y'all guys want Elizabeth Gillies to play Meg in Hercules, but it's just like, I don't know. I don't see it for her. Like, I want somebody else to play Meg. But if y'all end up choosing Elizabeth Gillies, it is what it is. I'll accept it, you know, whatever. But someone who, I'm sorry, the guy that plays Hercules, I'm sorry, he needs to be muscular. I'm sorry, he needs muscles. He needs muscles. Like, I can't just be letting any scrawny person play Hercules like that. Y'all not about to do me how y'all guys did Prince Adam and Beauty and the Beast, okay? But yeah, that's just my picks for now. But the main picks I personally want, like the Russo brothers, Disney needs to have these women play the muses, okay? So for the muses, I believe there's 5 of them, right? In the Disney animation. So who I want to play the muses in the live action: Jennifer Hudson, Fantasia, Amber Riley, Yolanda Adams, Tiana Taylor. That's 5. If y'all can get me those girls to do the muses, I will be my happiest. I will be my happiest. I think I won't complain. I will go watch the movie, because those muses need to be giving me what I freaking need, okay? They need to give me vocal performances. So, like I said, do not put no Beyonce in there. Yo, I swear to God, if y'all put Beyonce to play one of the muses in the Hercules live action, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed. She already had her Lion King moment. Let's leave it at that. She got a whole Blackest King. Like, let's leave it at that. Thank you, Beyonce. Beautiful. Yes, go on tour. Leave Hercules, leave the muses alone. I don't want Lizzo to, because I know y'all guys y'all gonna think about putting Lizzo in the muses. I do not want Lizzo to be one of the muses. Do not put Lizzo and do not put Beyonce. Those are the only, right at this moment right now, those are the only 2 people I do not want near this thing. At all. Jennifer Hudson, Fantasia, Amber Riley, Yolanda Adams, and Tiana Taylor need to be the 5 muses for the Hercules live action. Period. End of story. That's it. So, that is my review of the Disney princess movies. Oh yeah, I forgot. Princess and the Frog. I don't know if they're in talks of doing the Princess and the Frog yet. They haven't said anything. It's so crazy. They said something about Hercules, but didn't say anything about Disney. But wherever they choose, I'm okay with it. I would say I'm more so of a Hercules fan than I am a Princess and the Frog fan anyway. But I still like Princess and the Frog. So I'll see who they choose for that too. But as of right now, that is my pick. Those are my best to worst, least to best Disney princess live action movies. Do you guys agree with me? Do you guys don't? Please like, comment, and subscribe.